So first thing should be, order should be same. Then how to add it actually? Add the corresponding elements. Matrix addition is obtained by adding the corresponding elements. I told you the corresponding element means in first row, if I take, sorry, in first matrix if I take first row second column elements, then in second matrix also I should take first row second column and add up these two. That is the meaning of corresponding elements. Just keep in mind, right? So addition exists. The first condition is always important for us. If their order should be same, and the addition is obtained by, after checking this one, then the addition is obtained by adding the corresponding element of the given 2 matrix. I will give you a simple example to understand this. For example, let me consider a matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, another matrix 0, -3, 4, 2. These are the 2 matrices. What's the order of this matrix? The order of this matrix 2 by 2. And what's the order of this matrix? That's also going to be 2 by 2, correct? Orders of A and B both are same. First thing is verified. Then how to add it? So addition of matrix is denoted by A plus B. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 0, -3, 4, 2. Now I said add the corresponding element. First row, first column element in the first matrix. First row, first column element in the second matrix. These 2 elements should be added. Right. And give a space. This is your first element. Next, second row, first row, second column, first row, second column. 2 plus -3. A space should be given in between them. Remember, when you add it, it constitutes one element. Second row, first column, second row, first column. So 3 plus 4. Second row, second column element should be added with second row, second column of the second matrix. So 4 plus 2. So addition of the matrix is done. Now just let us simplify this. So it's going to be 1 minus 1, 7, 6. Just look at that. What was the order of A and B? Both were 2 cross 2. What is the order of A plus B? Order of A plus B is also going to be 2 cross 2. So whatever the order of A and B, we are going to get it. Order of A plus B also going to be same. Remember the simple concept of addition of matrices. Okay. Student, if you are unable to understand, unable to practice, unable to learn this chapter, which is one of the most easiest, then forget about the other chapters. Okay. Easily scoring with less risk. Okay, the level of risk, I can say the level of risk, okay, is going to be very much less. And scoring and getting the marks is so easy in this chapter. Okay, so please practice them. So that is how the addition of 2 matrices should be done. So what are the addition, some properties based on addition actually. Properties, if I write this A plus B equal to B plus A, if you remember binary operation, there I explained different types of binary operations, right? Commutative, associative, identity and inverse. Here also. Okay, so if you remember this, A plus B equal to B plus A, that shows addition is commutative. Matrix addition is commutative. You do A plus B or you do B plus A, answer will be same only. And the next one, A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. I know my student will remember this. This is nothing but associative property. That means matrix addition is associative. You add the first 2 and add it with the next one. Or you add B plus C and add it with the first one. Answer is still going to be same. Okay, the next. Whenever I add 0 matrix with any matrix, O for, this is not 0, this is O, right? This we call it as 0 matrix. Whenever I add 0 matrix with any matrix, I am going to get back the same matrix. And I hope you remember this. Then 0 matrix will be called as the identity matrix. Sorry, 0 matrix will be called as the identity matrix under addition. Right, okay. Now the next one, fourth one, inverse. That means A plus something should give me 0 matrix. What is the inverse property? A star B is equal to E is equal to B star A. Correct, right? Similar to that. Okay. A plus something should give me 0. This is possible if I add this with a negative of itself actually. So this is called as additive inverse of A. you have a matrix, multiply that matrix with a negative sign and add up both. The resultant element is going to be a 0 matrix. Then the negative matrix what you added here, this matrix will be called as inverse of the matrix A. So some properties based on matrix addition. So I've explained to addition. Now you'll be wondering, sir, what about subtraction of matrix? Simple subtraction, right? Now first conditions remain the same. If I want to subtract true matrix, okay, first thing, the order should be same. If this is 2 cross 2, this also should be 2 cross 2, right? So for addition and subtraction, orders should be same, first condition. Now the next, now how to subtract them? Just subtract the corresponding elements and get just like addition, right? So if I suppose have A as 1, 2, 3, minus 4 and B as 0, 3, minus 4, 0. I should subtract these two, A minus B. First thing, their orders are same, both are 2 cross 2. Now subtraction, subtract the corresponding elements. So 1 minus 0, first row, first column elements of both. Next 2 minus 3, so leave some space while writing the first and the second element. Now the next thing you notice, these two, so 3 minus, remember 3, the minus sign is because of this, and already you have a minus sign, so write the brackets now. Right, the next one, minus 4, and here it is minus 0. So first thing, when I want to subtract, order should be same, okay. And the second thing is, make sure you will subtract the corresponding elements. So this simply can be written as 1, and this will be minus 1, this will be 7, and this will be, and even this also will going to have order same as A and B. So that's how subtraction will be done, okay. So students, we studied two concepts or two operations already, how to add two matrix and how to subtract two matrix, okay. The beginning and the easier concepts what we can go through. Later on we have something called multiplication of matrix. If I learn this, yes, I will become the master of this chapter, matrices, okay. Addition, subtraction, quite simple. Multiplication, just it will take quite some time to understand. But if you are able to understand in the beginning itself, or when I am explaining the concept, then you are good at basics. Clear? Okay students, now let's move to the problem sections. So as you know, this is the third chapter, so NCERT 3.1. in this, as you know, every time first work examples will be studied and afterwards we are going to study exercise problems. Clear? Right. So in worked example, the first one, it's a statement what they have given there. So consider the following information, right? They will give you some information, and what we need to do is, as you look at the EPL, so men, okay, and women workers are being mentioned. So factories, so the first factory, second factory and the third factory. The number of men workers 30, 25, 27, 25, 31, 26. That means there are three factors and the number of men workers and the women workers of three factors are being given to us. That is how the application of the matrix in day-to-day life actually. Mathematics is simply not about numbers. If you are just think that sir, mathematics only calculation, only numbers, sorry, that is not called as mathematics. Mathematics exists. Mathematics will start the moment you start thinking. Clear? Okay. So the moment you start thinking and you want to just keep one step forward, right? Mathematics started. Clear? So mathematics is not just about numbers. It's not just about calculation. Mathematics exists in day-to-day life also. Without our knowledge, we don't know it is actually mathematics. Okay. See, now in a factory they have listed something like this. This is actually matrices problem. In this, what they are telling, first thing, represent the above information in the form of 3 cross 2 matrix, 3 by 2 matrix. Right. So let me give a name. Nothing to write. Men, women, worker, okay, factory, nothing to mention. Right. So this will be 20, 30, 25, 25, 31 and 27, 26. And look at this, there are 3 rows, 2 columns. So the order of this matrix will be 3 by 2. Represent the given data in the form of a matrix. Clear? Right. Then afterwards, what does the entry in the third row and second column? they are asking for third row and second column. The element which is in third row, this is R1, this is R2, this is R3, this is third row. Second column, this is C1 and this is C2. Correct? Now I want an element of R3 and C2. Right? So in R3, just keep moving till I reach C2 element. This is. So the element in R3 C2 will be nothing but 26. This is the position of the element 26. So 26 is an element of the third row and second column. That's how to identify. So once given a matrix, this is what we have to observe, as I have already explained. What are the elements actually? Then what going to be the order? Then what is the position of each element in the matrix? Okay, the first one is over. Okay, now second problem. If a matrix has 8 elements, in a matrix there are 8 elements, what can be the possible order of the matrix? So if a matrix has 8 elements, what can be the possible order? See, it's something like this. Remember, if a matrix order is 3 by 2, the number of elements are going to be 6. If a matrix is 4 by 2, the number of elements are going to be 8. If a matrix is 2 by 4, then also the number of elements is going to be 8. If a matrix order is 1 by 8, that is nothing but 8, then also the number of elements are going to be 8. If a matrix is 8 by 1, then also the number of elements are going to be 8. That means when I multiply two elements, for example A and there is B, if I multiply this, the resultant number should be 8. Then what are the possible values you can give for A and B? This is what the possible order. That means multiply two numbers, the resultant should be 8. What are the possible combination of such kind of two numbers? So one can be 4 cross 2, the other can be 2 cross 4, one can be 1 cross 8, the other can be 8 cross 1. Clear, students? So if a matrix has 8 elements, the possible order of the matrix can be 4 by 2, 2 by 4, 1 by 8, 8 by 1. Sometimes I use it as cross also. Please not to worry, you can use it cross or you can use it by also. It's not a worry. I hope the problem is clear. Right. Yes, sometimes for 1 mark they will ask you this by giving the total number of elements, what can be the possible order. So just keep this. So let's go with example number 3. In example number 3, I should construct a 3 by 2 matrix whose elements are given by Aij is equal to 1 by 2 mod of I minus 3j. So remember students, not to worry here. Here I stands for row and j stands for column. Clear? Right. So I should construct what? 3 cross 2 matrix. Right. And elements are given in general. In general, the elements are given like this. Right. First of all, let us write down what are the elements of 3 cross 2 matrix are going to be. There should be 3 rows and 2 columns. Correct now? So C1, C2. And here it should be R1, R2, R3. First row, first column. Correct now? So here the elements is going to be A1, 1. First row, first column. Correct. Then here it's a first row, second column. So this should be A1, 2. First row, second column. Next one. This is second row, first column. Right. So this should be A2, 1. Second row, first column. The next one. Second row, second column. So it should be A2, 2. Let's start with the next one. Third row, first column. So here it should be A3, 1. Third row, first column. Next one, third row, second column, A3, 2. This is the matrix what I need. So whenever they say construct a matrix of some order by giving the elements in general, first thing I suggest you to write down the elements. Afterwards, let us start finding the 6 elements. You notice there are 6 elements. Let us start finding the 6 elements by using the definition given here. So let me start with the first one, A1, 1. So I will use this definition. So that means I is 1, j is also 1. So substitute on the right side, 1 by 2, half, right, okay, mod. I minus 3j, what is I value? 1. J value is also 1. So 1 minus 3. I should simplify this. 1 minus 3, minus 2, mod of minus 2, 2, right. And 2 by 2, so it's going to be 1. Then let's go for the next A1 2. So this is over. Now let us go for this A1 2. First row, second column. I is 1, j is 2. So in this one, half mod I is 1. So 1 minus 3 multiplied by j will be 2. Let us simplify. 3 multiplied by 2, 6. 1 minus 6 will be minus 5. Mod of minus 5 will be 5. So A1 2 is going to be 5 by 2. Now first row elements are over. Now let's go to the second row. The next one, A21 half multiplied by. Here I is 2, j is 1. So 2, see the same definition you have to keep applying repeatedly. 2 minus 3 into 1. So half. So 2 minus 3, that's going to be, mod of minus 1 is going to be 1. The next one, A22. So A22, that means I is 2, j is also 2. So substitute in this, half multiplied by 2 minus of 3 multiplied by 2. In place of I put 2 and in place of j also put 2, right? So that's going to be 2 minus 6, that's minus 4. Mod of minus 4, 4. 4 by 2 is 2. So these two are also over. The remaining is these two. So the next one is A31. That means third row, first column. I is 3, j is 1. I will use the same definition again. Mod of half. 3 minus 3 multiplied by 1. Clear? And 3 minus 3 is going to be 0. 0 multiplied by anything will be 0. A31 is also over. The last element, A32, half multiplied by 3 minus 3 multiplied by 2. So let us check. 3 minus 6 minus 3, mod of minus 3, 3. So the remaining element is just going to be 3 by 2. What I should do now? I got all the elements. I have to substitute back in the matrix which I have written here. So finally, my required matrix is going to be A11 is 1 here. A12 is going to be 5 by 2. The next A21 is 1 by 2. A22 is going to be 2. A31 is 0 and A32 is going to be 3 by 2. So that is the matrix of order 3 by 2 whose elements are given by Aij is equal to half into mod of I minus 3j. Hope it's a simple example and you can manage. Don't worry. This is only one problem which is given in the worked example. In exercise problems you have plenty of problems. We are going to work out more. Fine students, now problem number 3 is over and now let's move on to the next one, problem number 4. So what they have given in problem number 4, x plus 3, z plus 4, 2y minus 7, right? And they have given some matrix on the right side also. So here they have given minus 6, a minus 1, 0, and it is b minus 3, minus 21, 0. And on the right side we have 0, minus 6, 2b plus 4, 6 minus 3, minus 21, and here 3y minus 2, 3c plus 2 and 0. Two matrices are given something like this. Then they are asking find out a, b, c, x, y, z. What are the values of these 6 alphabets are going to be? What you notice first actually, the left side is a matrix, the right side is a matrix, and between them equal sign is there. That means two matrices are given to be equal. They are already equal. Okay, first condition is satisfied, orders are same, right? The next thing, now can I say when we say orders are equal, okay, how to compare or how to equal two matrices? Two matrices are equal if the corresponding elements are equal. Corresponding element, first row first element here is equal to first row first element on the right side. Now that means x plus 3 should be equal to 0. Solve it, x equal to minus 3. One value is clear. Now the next. Here it is z plus 4, first row second column, and here it is 6. Right. So that means z plus 4 should be equal to 6, or simplifying z is equal to 2. Z is also over. Right. The next thing, 2y minus 7 in the left side, and on the right side 3y minus 2, corresponding elements, right? So 2y minus 7 is equal to 3y minus 2. So let us simplify. Let me shift 3y to this side. 2y minus 3y is equal to minus 2 plus 7. or minus y is equal to 5 or y is equal to minus 5. X, y, z values are over. The next, A, B, C. See, you go and equate the elements where you have to find the value. See, here also minus 6, here also minus 6. It doesn't make sense. And there is nothing to do with the side. What is the next thing for me? The next thing is to find the value of A, B, C. So here it's A minus 1, here it is minus 3. Second row, second element, correct? So A minus 1 is equal to minus 3, or A is equal to minus 3 plus 1 equal to minus 2. A value is done. Next, B. B minus 3, 2B plus 4. These two should be equal. So B minus 3 should be equal to 2B plus 4. Okay. So simplify this, or 2B minus B is equal to, right, 2B minus B equal to minus 3 minus 4, or B is equal to minus 7. The last thing is C value. Here you have to equate these two. 3C plus 2 is equal to 0, or C equal to minus 2 by 3. It is purely based on the definition of equality of two matrices. When can we say two matrices are equal? Two matrices are equal if their orders are same, first thing, and their corresponding elements are also same. So that's how the problem should be solved. Right. The next, let's go to the next one. Problem number 5. Find the values of A, B, C, D from the following question. So this question is given to us. It's also based on equality of two matrices only. By using that, we need to find the values of 4 unknowns A, B, C, D. So what they have given us, in the left side there is a matrix 2A plus B, A minus 2B. The next, 5C minus D, 4C plus 3D. And on the right side, 4 minus 3, 11, 24. Again, it's a problem based on equality of two matrices. Left side is a matrix of order 2 cross 2. Right side is also a matrix of 2 cross 2. And equal sign is there. That means these two matrices are equal. Two matrices are equal if their corresponding elements are equal. Corresponding elements. Okay. So 2A plus B should be equal to 4. And the next one, A minus 2B should be equal to minus 3. This is one kind. Right. Let me take two more equations of such kind. I will equate the corresponding elements. 5C minus D equal to 11 and 4C plus 3D is equal to 24. Yeah, right. Now I have to find ABCD values. You notice here, right? System of linear equations, solve it by simultaneous method. There are many methods. Okay, solve it by simultaneous method. So let me multiply 2 for this. So it's going to be what? 4A plus 2B will be equal to A, and A minus 2B equal to minus 3. It's just solving system of linear equations. Add it, this get cancels. 5A is equal to 5, or A is equal to 1. Once you got A value, substitute in any of that and find the value of B. So I'll substitute in the first one. 2A plus B equal to 4. Value of A is 1. So 2 plus B equal to 4, or B equal to 2. We got A and B. The rest is finding C and D. Similarly, let's multiply this by 3. So it's going to be what? 15C minus 3D is equal to 33. Right? Get cancels, add it. So it's going to be 19C, and on the right side 57. So C value will be equal to 3. The last is to find out D value. Let me use it. 5C minus D equal to 11. Right? Or it's going to be 15 minus 11 is equal to D, or the value of D will be equal to 4. So students, notice it is just based on the concept of equality of two matrices. Okay students, now let's move to the next one. Sixth is already done there in the EPL itself. Given A and B, you have to find out A plus B. That means add two matrices. It's already done there. So let us not worry. Let's go to the seventh problem. In the seventh one, we have matrix A is 1, 2, 3 and 2, 3, 1, and matrix B is 3, minus 1, 3, 0. Sorry, this is minus 1, 0, 2. Given two matrices A and B like this, they are asking you find out something called as 2A minus B. Sorry students, I just forgot to explain one concept called scalar multiplication of a matrix. Scalar multiplication of a matrix. What is the meaning of a scalar multiplication of a matrix? For example, here you have to find something called as 2a, right? 2 is a scalar that is multiplied to matrix A. How to obtain 2a? Right? Scalar multiplication of matrix A by 2, that means each element of matrix A should be multiplied by 2. Each element, I said. Right? So here 1 into 2, 2, 2 into 2, 4, 2 into 3, 6. Multiply each element of matrix A by 2. The next one, 2 into 2, it's going to be 4, 2 into 3, 6, 2 into 1, 2. This is 2a. This process is called as scalar multiplication. Simple one, right? But they're asking, find out matrix 2a minus b. So 2a minus b. What is 2a? You got 2, 4, 6. 4, 6, 2. Minus b. What is b matrix? 3, minus 1, 3. Minus 1, 0, 2. Yeah? Just subtraction of two matrices. As you notice, orders are already same, so I can just go for subtraction. So subtraction of two matrices is simply obtained by subtracting the corresponding elements. So subtracting the corresponding elements. So 2 minus 3, the next 4 minus of minus 1. Remember 4 minus minus 1, correct? No. So 4 minus of minus 1. The next is going to be 6 minus 3. First row corresponding elements are subtracted. Now let's go for the second. 4 minus of minus 1. 6 minus 0, 2 minus 2. So what do you obtain here? Simply after subtracting, so 2 minus 3, minus 1. 4 plus 1, 5. 6 minus 3, 3. Now the next, 4 plus 1, it's going to be 5. 6 minus 0 will be 6. And 2 minus 2 will be 0. So this is the matrix 2a minus b. So when I say 2a, so you have to just remember, so first 2 has to be multiplied to each element of matrix A. So that is scalar multiplication. Whatever you get, that should be multiplied to matrix B, and then subtract both the matrices. So stepwise I am explaining each and everything. Right, the next problem number 8. So in 8 they have given matrix A and matrix B. You have to find matrix X. There is a condition, 2a plus 3x is equal to 5b. Then what will be the matrix X? That is the problem, right? I want matrix X, so let me retain this in the left side, 3x, then 5b. Now I am shifting 2a to the right side, 5b minus 2a. 5b, each element of matrix B should be multiplied by 5. So what is the matrix B we have? Each element should be multiplied by 5. So it's going to be 10 minus 10. So this should be 20, and the next should be 10. The next is minus 25, and this will be 5. Minus, first write down the minus sign. Don't say minus 2 should be multiplied to A. No. Retain the minus sign, only multiply 2 to matrix A. When I multiply each element of matrix A by 2, so it's going to be 8. 8 multiplied by 2, right? So it's going to be 16, 0. Then 8 minus 4, 6 and 12. Right? So I did 5b minus 2a. I have taken 5b minus 2a. Now subtract it. So it's going to be 10 minus 16 minus 6. Minus 10 minus 0 minus 10. First row, it's over. Next, 20 minus 8, 12. 10 minus of minus 4, 14. So it should be something like this. 10 minus of minus 4. Right, okay, the next. Minus 25 minus 6 minus 31. Right. The next one, 5 minus 12. 5 minus 12 is going to be minus 7. Remember students, this is 3x. But I want x finally. That means I should divide 3 on both sides. Right. Divide each element by 3. That is the meaning. Minus 6 by 3. Minus 10 by 3. 12 by 3. 14 by 3. Minus 31 by 3. And minus 7 by 3. Wherever simplification is possible, division is possible, you write down. So, minus 6 by 3, minus 2, minus 10 by 3. Don't write decimals. Retain the fractions. Okay. And here it's going to be 4. So, this is 14 by 3. And the next, minus 31 by 3 and minus 7 by 3. That is matrix X. Okay. So, notice whatever the problems you are going to study in this exercise are purely based on addition, subtraction and scalar multiplication. Okay. an important concept. Okay, they said x plus y is equal to 5, 2, 0, 9 and x minus y is equal to 3, 6, 0, minus 1. Then find x and y. X and y are matrices here, remember. Okay, it's something like solving simultaneous equations. Suppose if I have something like a plus b equal to 7 and a minus b equal to 5, can I find a and b? Yes, I will just go for simultaneous process and I will find the values of a and b. Apply the same procedure here also, but right side is a matrix. That's all the difference. Clear? Right. Okay. Now what I will do here, I will add up these two matrices. So I will add up this, plus y minus y will be cancelled, x plus x, 2x. And on the right side, addition, right? Add these two matrices. So 5 plus 3, next 2 plus 6, the next 0 plus 0, and the next 9 minus 1. So it's going to be 8, 8, 0, 8. This is 2x, but I want only x. So x equal to, divide each element by 2. So 8 by 2, 8 by 2, 0 by 2, 8 by 2, or it's going to be 4, 4, 0, 4. This is matrix x. So as we do it in simultaneous system, I will substitute x in any of the two equations and find out y value. Let me take up my first condition here. X plus y is equal to 5, 2, 0, 9. You want y, that means x should be shifted to right side. So what is y will be equal to? 5, 2, 0, 9 minus x. But I know the value of x already. What is x matrix? 4, 4, 0, 4. Now the rest is subtraction of these two. So 5 minus 4. 1, 2 minus 4, minus 2, 0 minus 0, 0, 9 minus 4. That's going to be 5. And that is matrix y. So that's how x and y are going to be obtained. Just use the simultaneous method. There are many methods of solving the system of linear equation. One of the common procedure what we use is simultaneous system. So just use it.